Welcome to Discussing Fitchburg Now. I am your host, Sam Squalia, and you are watching this on FATV from the Workers Credit Union Studios. Thanks for joining us and learning a little bit more about what's going on in Fitchburg this week. All right, so what we're talking about this week, we're talking about the St. Joseph's Christmas Church Fair, which is happening Saturday, December 4th, 2021. Then we're talking with Operation Service, talking about the Trees for Soldiers program, and that is they're expanding their collaboration with Wachusett Brewery, which is so fantastic. And finally, we are talking with organizers from the Fitchburg Cultural Council about the Winter Bazaar, the Fitchburg Cultural Council Winter Bazaar, which will be December 11th at Fitchburg City Hall. So let's talk up first with the chairs of the St. Joseph's Christmas Fair. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Well, thank you, Sam.
All right, it's great to have you again, Paul. We have Paul Migliozzi, the chair of the Publicity chair?
Co-chair with Bernie.
The co-chair with Bernie and Judy.
I am attempting donation referrals.
Okay, fantastic.
Actually, Sam, our chairperson, our undeclared chairperson, is in absentia.
Aha!
So, therefore, Bernie and I will try to substitute for him.
That's all right. We can handle talking about the fair. All right?
Okay.
This is the annual Christmas fair at St. Joseph's Church, which is 49 Woodland Street?
Correct. Yes.
49 Woodland Street in Clygorn.
Right.
Yep. Paul Boschman's favorite ward.
And the last time we met, if I can remember correctly, Sam, was when we were interviewing about my book sales. Remember that? Zoom.
Yes, we did. We talked about your children's book.
Yes, okay. So this year's fair is, as you know, is going to feature traditional French cuisine cooking. Mm-hmm. And poutine, right, Sam. Poutines, raffles, and pork pies, which we made yesterday. As a matter of fact, Dave and I and Steve Provencher made, with the assistance of several other parishioners, made 57 pork pies.
57?
Put them in the large pork pies. Yes, yummy.
So what is in a traditional French Canadian pork pie?
It's French Canadian, specifically. It's Acadian. Acadian, right? And this is traditional cuisine from the maritime provinces, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and New Brunswick.
Our neighbors.
Yes, yes. So if you were to go in northern Maine, if you were to go to Maine and order poutines, you would not get the dish that we're making.
They would get the gravy, the French fries with the gravy and the cheese.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
When people hear poutine, they're like, "Oh, the French fries with the gravy and the cheese." No.
No,
This is the Acadian.
May know. Right.
May know.
Right. So we certainly, you've seen throughout the city, banners regarding our fair.
I've seen it, and we've got a little flyer so everyone can see. Can we throw this up on the main screen? You know, the flyer that we got there it is. So Saturday, December 4th, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at 49 Woodland Street, there's going to be raffles, French Canadian food, games, crafts, bake sale, and a cash raffle.
We got a couple of great raffles. We're raffling off a snowblower, and also we've got $1,750 in a cash raffle. $1,000 grand prize, $500 second prize, and a third prize of $250.
Ooh, that's a lot of money. And a snowblower. Is that donated from Fairbanks?
Fairbanks, yeah, they did it. They
did that last year too?
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did.
Right, that is very generous of them.
It is very
You know, I don't need that because I just bought a snowblower from Fairbanks.
Oh.
So I'm not even going to need to buy a ticket because, you know, if I bought it, I might win.
We have other raffles that you can purchase tickets for, Sam. Don't try to escape. So we have so many signs, banners out there in Fitchburg, Leominster, Lunenburg.
It's creating
a subliminal effect. Okay.
Well, the great thing about the fair is that you don't have to be Catholic to come. We have people from all different denominations, different backgrounds, and they love the fair.
Oh yeah, every time I've ever been, it's been packed.
Yes.
And you have lots of vendors, local vendors, selling all kinds of great things right before Christmas.
That's right. And maybe Judy can enlighten you or us about local businesses, communal contributions.
From the fundraising committee?
That's
the
right.
fundraising
Marketing
committee.
and fundraising.
It has been an experience contacting all these different businesses, and for the most part, everybody's very pleasant, and when we tell them, explain to them why we're doing this, where the money is going, they're just overwhelming and just give a nice donation. No questions asked.
Fitchburg is a very generous community.
They are.
And absolutely.
When Paul and Bernie were talking about the different aspects of the fair, I will be having a lottery tree, a Christmas lottery tree.
Ooh, that's always a big hit.
With $300 worth of lottery tickets. So you buy a ticket and you win the whole tree.
Yeah, but it's
If you're-
$300 in tickets, but it could be worth $1 million.
That's right, Sam.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
So
That's right.
we upped the ante on that this year, and hopefully that'll be a big draw as well. So,
I'm feeling lucky.
and we have a
Judy.
lot of baskets too, basket raffles.
Oh, you
for
like
people.
the can raffles where you
Yes,
buy like
yes,
a
yes.
packet and you put your
That's
ticket
right.
in?
They're theme baskets.
Yeah.
Theme basket, and I have about 15, 20. Incidentally, there are about 20 people on,
The basket committee?
no, not on the basket committee, on the entire fair committee. On the fair committee. And we all worked hard, and we held meetings since the beginning of, what, June?
Once we get the okay that, things opened up, we started meeting.
And everybody is ready to get out in the community and start going to things again, if they haven't already. I mean, every event that I've been to lately has been just busy. People are getting out. They're out and about in the community. So I would anticipate this would be a hit.
Right. It's going to be a boost to the economy. It's going to be a boost to, it has been in the past, to Fitchburg's image.
Yeah.
Get
We love
people
boosts
to
to
go,
Fitchburg's image.
someplace to
Love
go,
that.
like you said.
Yeah.
And
People probably wait all year for the Acadian French Canadian poutines and râpé,
Râpé, pork pies.
pork pies. Now, what is a râpé? Is that there's mashed potatoes on the top or something?
Yes, it's cooked in a baking sheet or pan, and it had the basic ingredients of I guess pork and beef bird, and with a topping of mashed potatoes, onions, things of that nature. So, and it's very good.
Is this something that it's when you buy it, it's hot, and you can eat it there, or is this something you buy to take home and cook later?
Primarily, it's eaten there. So we have a little cafe where you can buy American cuisine as well as French cuisine, eat it there,
Nice.
and then continue with your shopping.
What is some of the American cuisine? If I bring my daughter, you're gonna have like chicken fingers and French fries, 'cause that's all she eats.
Okay, we don't have the menu. Hamburgers,
Oh,
hot dogs. We have sausage, peppers, and onions. We have some chili, and there's
here's a picture of the fair from
That's right.
a couple years ago?
Oh,
That's right.
Nancy.
That's right. I see some old friends who have since passed away, and then so we have many vendors. We have arts and crafts table. We have a table for children with toys and different coloring books, et cetera, et cetera. I have personally invited Joe Payne from Leominster, who is the illustrator of my book.
Oh, yes.
And he's going to draw cartoons, caricatures.
Oh, really?
And he's going to spend the entire day with us. He's a very intelligent guy, very, very skilled and creative. He's going to be a
that would be a good gift.
pleasant, yes, that's
So he'll
right.
ask the children what they'd like.
Like,
And
do you want to
and
hold a
then-
skateboard?
And then he'll just sketch it in no time at all. It's amazing
Wow, what a
how
skill.
talented he is.
He is a very talented person.
He's done this at the Leominster Library as well.
Oh, cool.
So
So there's things for the kids, there's things for the adults, there's food,
There'll be games for the kids as well.
games. What kind of games?
What were the games that they were talking about? Ring toss?
Yes.
I think it was ring toss.
And I don't know all the names of the games, but
There's lots of different games.
Lots of
many
different
different games, and we're going to keep the kids busy and happy. Santa Claus will be there. The illustrator will be there. He's going to actually make some coloring books for the kids.
Ooh.
You can do it, create them in 10 minutes.
And will you be signing your children's book?
I will be signing my book. I will be selling my book there, and maybe I'll even read it to them if we had a chance.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And so arts and crafts, tables for the children, theme baskets, several tables with Grandma's attic, items from Grandma's attic.
Like antique stuff.
Exactly.
You can go antiquing.
You get the stuff lay right out there. And I have a
I mean,
lot of
look
it.
at this was from what, 2019?
20
Can we throw this picture up on the big screen? Look at how many people were there. It's a busy time.
It's a busy time.
Yeah.
it's Attic Treasures is the name of
Oh,
that.
attic treasures.
Attic Treasures.
Attic Treasures. And this particular year, we had a visitor, was Mayor Mandy Denali.
Senator Ed Markey
And
was
Ed
there.
Markey.
I
That's
saw
right.
him
That's
walk
right.
in.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. And
I
so,
love election years. They come out all around.
well, I guess you should know.
I do. I do.
Congratulations on your reelection, incidentally.
Thank you.
You know, I would like to say one quick word. Thank you to Judy Provencher. She is my hairstylist, and she fit me in her schedule today. Thank you, Judy.
What a good job. We should put that in the credits.
Thank you. Thank you. And so, yeah, it's a busy time for all of us.
So are they
Kitchen's
gonna
going to be busy.
Are they going to have those like plants? They had like Christmas cactuses a couple of years ago, and I got one and it didn't live. But I'm really hoping this year I can get one and it'll
There'll
live.
be plants, Christmas baking items, candies, cake.
Oh, here's a
Individually
picture of all the
there
Christmas-
you're talking about.
Yeah, the
Thank you for
Christmas
that, yeah.
cactus or Thanksgiving cactus. I can't tell what the difference is,
Well,
but they're so cute.
Christmas cactus, yeah, sure.
Christmas cactus.
We are going to have a poinsettia with a gift card in it.
Oh, for a raffle.
Yes. Yes.
And I'd just like to say a word or two about where the profits and the proceeds are going. Okay,
Let's
where
talk
they're going to
about
be
that.
sent.
Where does the money go?
Would you like to say something
No,
about?
go ahead, Paul.
Would you like to say something about that?
You're doing fine.
Would someone like to say? The profits and the proceeds are going to primarily be used by the church for maintenance and improvement in the hall itself, which is used, by the way, by the St. Vincent de Paul Society as a food distribution center. Sam, they distribute over 4,000 pounds of food per week.
Per week.
Per week.
I heard Councilor Boschman talk about filling up his truck and going to St. Joe's to do the food
week.
pantry, but I've never seen it.
That's a lot of food.
That is a
That's
lot of
food
food.
baskets. And then this week, they expect to deliver and to pass out and to deliver. They can deliver to homebound.
Oh, that is very nice.
Isn't that nice? Over 200 baskets,
Oh, for
including
Thanksgiving?
turkeys,
And
large,
Christmas and Thanksgiving.
large chickens for those people that have a small family. Imagine
Large
that.
chickens.
Turkey, and some people
Some people prefer the chicken.
prefer to exactly. You know, and during the course of the year, they also provide hygiene products for the needy,
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, because
pre and postnatal.
sometimes you can get food donations, but you
Yeah.
know, some other personal hygiene products
right.
might
Pre
be
and
more
postnatal
expensive.
care products.
Oh yeah.
Book packs with books for the children, pencils and pens. The proceeds also go to support the clothes closet, which is located in the Madonna of the Holy Rosary.
A different church.
It's a different
Right down the
building, but the
street.
church is still
It's
St. Joe's.
Controlled by St. Joe's.
Oh, St. Joe's
Right,
runs
yeah.
that. Oh,
You remember the fish fry that we have there every year? We
Yes.
didn't have last year, but
Yes.
Right.
that's very popular
love
too.
the Friday fish fry.
Yeah.
That's in the
Delicious.
same building.
Same building.
And
Of the
they-
whole- the whole
the
Rosary.
clothes closet.
Yeah.
That's on
And those people work.
Teresa Street.
Teresa Street.
Yeah.
People work very hard to provide clothing, boots, gloves, jackets, hats.
Professional
Bedding.
clothing? A lot of people ask for professional clothing because they're getting a job, but they don't
Professional-
have professional clothing.
I don't know.
Sometimes people donate scrubs for CNAs, for
Oh, yeah.
nurses. Yeah, they get
Yes,
they get
that's
they
right.
did donation.
And-
The parishioners are very generous. I mean, a lot of that food is given all year long. People give food every week when they come to church. You know, it's put in a container. So
It is.
Nice.
It's amazing.
And some of the proceeds are going to be used for upcoming events.
Ooh, upcoming
Two
events.
main upcoming events.
What's the two?
Would you like to know?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you anyway. Of course, we have First Friday of Lenten season, which is, I believe, March 4th, is the famous Madonna fish fry.
That's coming in 2022?
Oh, yes.
All
Oh,
right.
yes. And every Friday during Lent, that's 6 weeks. In that span of time, we also have a major event, and that is the St. Joseph's, St. Patty's corned beef dinner. It's the best corned beef and cabbage.
Corned beef and cabbage.
It's the best dinner east of the Mississippi River, okay?
Is that a new thing or have I missed
Second or third year, I believe. I think it's the second year. And to entertain our dinner guests, we have
the Irish step dancers coming this year.
Ooh, nice.
We were having them last year, but because of COVID, everything was canceled. So this year we have 25 girls coming,
Oh, wow.
and 4 of them are 6 to 7 years old. The majority are high school girls, and then we have several adults, but they're not all performing at the same time.
Oh, yeah?
There'll be 8 girls at a time on stage doing their step dancing. So we're all excited about that.
Is
and
this
they are
on
too.
St. Patrick's Day proper? On the
Saturday.
Thursday?
It's a Saturday.
Saturday
I-
after or before?
I think it's before. I think it's the 12th of March, whatever that Saturday is.
Where can we go to make sure that we are up to date with all the upcoming events? Should we go, is there a website or how should we know? Should we walk around, should we just get the subliminal messages from the banners?
You know the banners that you see out there?
Yeah.
All we do is flip them on the other side, Sam, and there it is. Okay.
Boom.
Flip it on the other side, and there it is. The fish fry will begin, I'm pretty sure,
Lent,
March
yeah.
4th, which is the first Friday of the Lenten season. We'll continue 6 succeeding Fridays.
And then we'll do the corned beef and cabbage.
Corned
and
beef
it's
and
gonna
cabbage.
be the
we
best.
did have it in 2020, but we only made it halfway through before the pandemic hit. We had to quit in the middle of March
Yeah.
of 2020. But we did have it for 3 weeks that year.
Lent, the fish fry.
Fish fry, yes.
And
Yeah.
all of this is cooked on site by our
Talented chefs.
chefs. Okay, one is Chef Bouvier, and the other one is Chef Provincia. Chef
Sounds
Steve Provincia.
Amazing.
And don't forget Chef Cucchiara. He's been doing
Chef
it for many years.
Cucchiara.
yes.
I'm
Yes.
sorry. And when you start to mention names, you're bound
Yeah,
to
they
forget.
Forget some
Come
Chef
on.
I
Chef
made a
Beauvais,
commitment not
Chef
to
Beauvais,
mention-
Maureen, Miss
Yeah, I
Maureen.
know,
yeah,
so you
yeah.
begin to
Yeah,
forget
there's a lot of
people, and
names.
then you
Yeah.
hurt their feelings, you know.
We'll
So
send you all
that's
that
what it's-
information.
that's what
All
that is.
right.
dates.
We'll have to do
That's
another
it.
show and talk about it.
All right.
Is
that it?
maybe a taste test.
Okay.
So, but
Yep.
until then,
Yes.
the first thing we have to do is go attend the St. Joseph's Christmas Fair, which, can we pull up the flyer once again so we all remember what the date is and the location? So here it is,
There it is.
Saturday, December 4th, 2021, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., 49 Woodland Street in Fitchburg. There's going to be all kinds of stuff, and the admission is free. It doesn't cost anything to get in to the fair.
Absolutely nothing. It's free,
Absolutely nothing.
and we welcome.
All are welcome. All are welcome.
Right, the whole Montechusett area, and
And you can come get your pork pies, of which there's only 59 available.
57. So if you want a pork
They
pie,
all go fast.
you gotta
French.
get
And we
on
sell
a-
them by the slice as well while you're there.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to buy the whole pie.
I can
Right.
eat one by the slice.
Buy the slice. You
And
can buy a
it's-
slice.
Right.
Ooh, I might have to try that.
So
'Cause I don't think I've tried the pork pie yet.
I'll save you some.
All right, I'll get there early. Don't worry. And everyone make sure that you got to get there too. The St. Joseph's Christmas Fair. It's all to a good cause, as we've heard of all the myriad of benefits that this fair provides. So make sure that you come out and support. All right. Is there anything that we missed, Paul? Did we talk about everything?
Did I miss anything?
Did we miss anything?
There are a lot of knits and crocheted items too, all handmade. So there's a whole section
Gee,
that would carry that.
I don't know. Did we miss anything?
Oh,
I
I
think
don't
just
know.
about covered everything, Paul.
I think we covered everything, Sam, really.
Oh, fantastic.
I mean, if I don't know of anything else, we can embellish anything. I'd be willing to do so.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
We can stop talking.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on. Paul and Judy Migliozzi, Bernie Schultz from the St. Joseph's Christmas Fair organizing committees. And thank you for watching at home. We will take a short break, and then we'll be on with Joe Firmani and Karl Edmands from Operation Service and Trees for Soldiers.
I remember when. Fitchburg was the smallest town in the area, but by 1835, it had grown to be the largest town. By 1840 and 50, most Fitchburg residents had become abolitionists. Another early industry in Fitchburg that still continues today is scythe making. Women used to have to spin yarn and weave cloth themselves, but now it was being made in factories, cutting down and exporting its wood to build cities up and down the East Coast, and of course, for making paper. Starting in the 1800s, the population becomes much more diverse. Fitchburg Machine Works expanded widely.
After World War II, Main Street was lively.
Excellent opening move. We played this
opening lines for the Bishop and the
many,
Queen.
many times. 10-year-old Alice Lee. Let's see a photo of Alice Lee.
So she plays H3,
Okay.
and we were thinking that mainly it's to make Luft, they call
Yeah,
it,
Luft.
German for air.
At the age of 8, he was also able to play basketball, but most of his exhibitions were where he had sight of the board. And he usually played between 15 and 20 players. Yes, I think taking with the Queen. How did Carissa respond to Bishop C4?
She plays Knight F6, attacking the pawn, Jennifer's pawn.
Hi, welcome back to Discussing Fitchburg Now. We are now talking with Operation Service, and we're talking about the Trees for Soldiers program, which is, how many years have we been doing the Trees for Soldiers, Joe?
This started in 2010, so this will be our 11th year.
11 years of donating Christmas trees
Right.
for soldiers for free, and every year it just grows and grows, right?
Right, with the exception of COVID. We were flat.
Oh yeah. Oh, it didn't grow.
It didn't
but
grow.
But it didn't lose.
But we were surprised. We still did 600 trees in a COVID year.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And so Karl and Joe, you both volunteer and run, and Joe, you run Operation Service. And we have Jenny Firmani from Operation Service as well. Thanks for coming on. Okay, so the Trees for Soldiers this year is in collaboration again with the Gardener Spot in Leominster.
Yep, and last year we started our first year with collies in Fitchburg.
Yes, and we're doing that again this year?
Well, absolutely. We loved to be able to expand it with them and expand the program and maybe get some folks from southern New Hampshire that wouldn't travel into Leominster.
Yeah, I love Neil at Gardener Spot, but Fitchburg.
Yep.
Hey, Colley's Garden Center.
right.
That's where I get all my stuff in Colley's. So.
Yeah, so we're excited to do it with them as well.
Fantastic. And we're also collaborating once again with Wachusett Brewery.
Yeah, yeah, this will be our first year going out there. They were great last year. They made a nice donation, and they said, hey, listen, what do you think about doing a tree day? And we were all in.
So you'll actually be giving away the trees at Wachusett Brew Yard.
That's right.
On, what is it, December 4th?
December 4th.
And you can go right to the Wachusett Brewery website. They have a link on
Yeah,
the website?
they'll be strictly a sign up because we're limited to how many trees we could bring out there at the time. Trees been tough this year. Everything's short.
Really?
Yeah,
Trees are hard to get.
Trees are hard to get between people wanting to work, the actual shortage from a drought, and then just trying to get them here has been tough. So there's been a shortage.
I didn't even think about Christmas tree shortage being a thing.
Yep.
Huh.
Yep.
Yeah. So Wachusett Brewery last year did a beer, and they donated the proceeds from the beer?
They did.
Are they doing that again this year?
They did. Last year they did a double IPA, and it was awesome. And it actually sold out.
Aha!
It actually sold it. They said it was one of the fastest selling holiday ones they'd ever done.
Oh, I stopped in and I grabbed one. You want to throw this picture up on the main screen? Look at this beer. This looked good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so awesome.
Oh, there's me. There's me with the beer. Aha! Here it is. This is it in the glass. So it was a strong one. What was that? 8.3%?
Yeah, it was a double, and they're doing it again.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to another collaboration with them. They were so much fun to work with.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love Wachusett Brewery.
Yeah.
They're fantastic. And the Trees for Soldiers is a great cause. So last year we gave away 600 trees?
Yep, 600.
What are we planning for this year, Joe?
We are, right now, everything's on pace to do about 800.
Wow.
The growth of the program the last 3 years has been actually going to bases and bringing trees to servicemen and women that can't get out to Leominster or Fitchburg. So we've been doing that at Fort Devens now. This will be our 4th year, and the Boston Bruins Foundation always comes out.
And they bring the mascot?
They do. They bring Blades the mascot. If there's some players that are available, they come out, and they spend the day with us. And that's been another great collaboration. Ever since we went nonprofit in 2017, they were all in day one. And it's been such a great program there. We give 100 away there on December 3rd. December 10th, we then meet them again out at Hanscom, where we do anticipate about giving away about 200 trees. Wow. And this will be our 2nd time going out to Westfield. They have an Air Force base out there. We did 50 last year, we'll do 100 this year. So right now, everything looks like about 800 trees.
This is very busy. It's a
Yeah.
lot of work, Joe.
Yeah, we really recognize that it looks like there's going to be a need. I mean, we do it because we want to say thank you. It's not a giveaway because we feel bad. They are true heroes. They're volunteers, and this year is going to be a little different. You have inflation. You have a lot of folks that still aren't working. So we really do think there's a need. And if there's some way that it takes some of the financial stresses off folks during the Christmas season, hey, listen, if that's an added benefit, love to be able to help them.
It's a great cause. So how can people support if I'm not a soldier, I don't need a tree. How can I support your organization so that we can get, more funding for this?
Well, we're 100% volunteer. Nobody takes a dime that's in operation service. So we rely on the community for just volunteerism. So when we go to the bases, we'll put out there anybody that's interested in helping, trim the tree, put it on the car. That stuff goes a long way. We also found if operation service can be a conduit for a volunteer for them to be able to thank that veteran or that active serviceman, it's great to allow them to do that and be part of it. But because we're a nonprofit, we take donations just like anybody else. Yeah, we have our webpage up, operationservice.net. It's got a link right on it. People can make a tax-free donation to us either via mail or the webpage. We do a GoFundMe page. And I really only do the GoFundMe page out of necessity because there are people that like to use it. I like to see people donate direct because they can use it as a tax write-off.
Yeah. So you can go to operationservice.net. Can we put up that website on the screen so everyone can see it? Right? Oh, there it is, operationservice.net. You can go right there and you can donate through the PayPal link.
right.
You can donate with your credit card or connect right to your PayPal.
That's right.
And you can put in the memo line that you'd like to go directly to Trees for Soldiers.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Because there are other projects we do throughout the year, but the tree program really has been always the big one, and the one we enjoy the most. We love doing it because we do get to interact with these great men and women.
How long have you been volunteering with this, Karl?
Probably this is probably my third year, I think. I think it's my third year.
And what do you find the most kind of need?
Just
with
the giving
volunteers?
back. It's the giving back and meeting people, love people, and so it's, and it's a lot of hard work, especially when it's cold.
Unloading trees. And
Well, you
trimming?
cut all the strings off, and spread the tree out and cut the base, drill a hole, and have somebody else put it on their car.
Yeah, and that's what we love about the program.
We have fun.
Having volunteers like Karl, it's just so invaluable. And we've always touted this as a community program. And we can't do it without the community support. And like I said, if we can be the conduit or the reason that we can get people out to actually come and interact with our U.S. military to see that they are human, they're just like us, right? But they have some drive that we don't have, right? To actually step forward and say, I'm going to give you 3, 5, 10 years of my life because that's what I want to do. If that's not true hero, I don't know what is. So, if it's a $30 or $40 tree, hallelujah. We're going to keep on giving them away.
We appreciate it.
And we also do a raffle, and
Ooh, a raffle.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks for the reminder. The New England Patriots have always been a supporter, and they always donate a football, a shirt, and that's no different this year. So when the people go to the gardener spot, and they come in and they sign for their tree, or someone else is in there maybe buying flowers or their wreath or whatever, they can take a chance at this year's Patriots signed football.
Ooh.
And I wish I could remember who it was, but we just got notification yesterday that it was coming.
So you can, you buy a raffle ticket.
They are great Christmas gifts.
That's good because I'm very lucky. So what do you think, Jenny? Do you help out with the trees?
Not really, but I just be there because normally I'm bored.
That's okay. You can learn how the volunteering works, and then once you're a little bit bigger, then we can start making you put the trees right on top of the cars.
Yeah. I love the fact that my kids do interact with it. They do come out. They'll take days off to actually come out, and whether it's just to interact with us or just to see what we're doing. My personal opinion, I think it's great. The younger generation needs to see people like us continue programs like this, because if it's not for programs like this and giving back to the community, what are we all doing?
Right? You find a lot of fulfillment in giving back of yourself to a community. And really, you make the best friends when you volunteer.
Oh, you meet so many people, and again, you get an opportunity to see that these people, they're just as human as us.
Is that like an uncommon kind of sentiment? Do people have a disconnect with our military?
There is a disconnect, and again, I'm not U.S. military, so I'm speaking from my own perspective. I think we see a bunch of folks that don't have to pay for room, don't have to pay for board. They think these guys have it made, get to travel the world, right? But they're also ready to put themselves into harm's way. I didn't serve. It's not because I didn't want to. It's not because I wasn't capable. It's because of those men and women, like my father, like my grandparents, that we actually have a choice to do what we do. And if that's not worth something, and if it gives you an opportunity to understand where these guys are coming from, and they struggle more than we probably do. If there's a family with a loved one deployed, all of a sudden their income is slashed, right? And it's really not about, to me, it's not really about the $30 tree. We all know what our kids' faces look like when you bring that tree in the house. And if it's a difference between a $30 or $40 tree or groceries, what do you think that family's going to do?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to, by any means, cut back or deprive a family that has kids when you want to bring that tree in, because there's a psychological part to it. There's a thrill of seeing that tree. Christmas has started.
Yeah, and decorating the tree together as a family.
Right. And
It's just a wonderful tradition.
Right, and when these families come down and they bring their kids, it's so awesome. It's so awesome. It's a ton of work, and I'll tell you, in January I'm tired, but we are ready to hit the ground running again to make sure that next year is just as good, just as big, and it continues to grow.
And it's always fun watching the families come and pick out their tree, and it's like.
So do they so everyone gets to pick out their tree?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, the Gardener Spot and Collies, they've been really, really good partners to us. They know we work on 100% donations. They know we work on a budget because we want to make sure we spend the community's money well, right? We don't want to see it go to waste. So, they treat us well, and these guys will go in and it's pick your tree.
Which tree would you like?
That's right.
And so what if you are a service member, or this is for retired or active?
Active or veteran.
Right.
Active or veteran. What kind of, what documentation do you need to bring to get a tree?
They all have their form of ID, whether it's veteran or active. They just bring it down, they flash their card real quick. We just log their names so we can keep track. So at the end of the day or at the end of the weekend, Collies or the Gardener Spot knows what to bill us. So we'd like, just to keep track. But really, they just have to come show their ID real quick and go out and pick their tree. We try to make it as simple as possible because we really do think they've already done enough. And it's funny because they're so proud. I mean, again, it's something that I don't think I'll ever experience. They are so proud to show that military ID.
Oh, yes.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you see them coming, they've got their hat, they might be an older veteran, maybe a Vietnam or Korean War vet, and we have no intentions of asking them to see their card.
No.
And they want you to see it,
right?
And
here it is.
It's a pride thing that, like I said, I don't think we'll ever experience. But it just warms you because they loved serving.
Right.
That's fantastic. All right. So what's in plan? So this year, the trees start. When do they start giving away the trees at Collies and the Gardener Spot in Leominster?
The day after Thanksgiving.
The day after Thanksgiving.
So it'll run.
That's the popular tree getting day.
That's right. So it'll run the day after Thanksgiving through about the 19th
of December.
After the 19th, it slows down a little bit, but no one's going to get turned away. My only suggestion this year, because there is a shortage, is
Get 'em early.
get out, get early, right? Nobody's going to go without, but we are worried that the shortage, people are going to maybe not get what they want. My suggestion would be come out early.
That's a good suggestion.
They are also more than welcome to come out to the bases to get them as well.
Oh,
because they have their
different
military
events.
ID. Yeah, so if they wanted to come out December 3rd to Fort Devens, that's when I want to get my tree, they're more than welcome to come out.
Oh, and everyone is welcome to come to the bases as
Oh,
well.
absolutely.
And meet the Boston Bruins
That's right.
mascot.
That's right. They're all welcome. We open that up. It's not just the base personnel. We've had some veterans show up because maybe they live out in there and don't want to trek it out to Leominster or Fitchburg. So they come on the base that day and they pick up their tree.
Mm-hmm. So we can find out more about all the events that are upcoming on the Operation Service Facebook page.
Oh, absolutely. We're always pretty active on the page because we want people to know what we're doing. Because like I said, during the course of the year, we're doing like the Wall That Heals, or we're doing service projects with the DAV.
Breakfasts for the veterans.
Breakfasts for the veterans.
The Heritage Park flags in Fitchburg.
That's right. So especially when now we get closer to the tree program, we want people to know that we're doing it. We want to know it's open to them. So the dates, the times, opportunities to volunteer, we try to respond as fast as we can to messengers, messenger requests. I think it's rare that we don't get back within an hour, because we do have a lot of folks that love to volunteer. The sad part about last year is COVID killed the volunteering.
Oh yeah, it was a tough. 2020 was a We just forget about that year.
That's
really.
right. So we're hoping.
skip over that
Yeah.
year.
So we're hoping, the garden spot and collies feel a little more comfortable this year to accept volunteers, because it just makes for a great day.
So you can contact Operation Service. You can go to operationservice.net, find your contact information. You can find Operation Service on Facebook, and you can request a date that you'd like to volunteer. You can help unload the trees from the trucks.
That's
you
right.
can help trim the trees. You can help, put the
Drill
tree
the
in the
holes
little
and-
thing,
yeah.
drill the
Cut the-
hole,
cut
the
the string
bottom.
and,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can sign up to volunteer, because without volunteers, we wouldn't be able to do any of this.
That's right. It would never have gotten this big. This started in 2010 with 20 trees, just on a whim that myself and my wife Kathy wanted to do. And who knew, 11 years later, we'd be talking about doing 800 of them, right? So it's been such a great program, and we're so happy to be able to do it. We're so happy to be able to do it in our community, and just keep it a community program. Yeah, we want it to be bigger. We want it to be bigger in our area. We want people to come out and know it's not a handout. It's a real, true thank you for what they've done for us.
Sounds great. Thank you guys for everything that you do. And I will be supporting by sharing the event and donating, and going to Wachusett Brewery and trying one of those double IPAs again. Yeah, that was good.
Thanks for having us.
All right. Thank you guys so much for coming on, and thank you for everything you do. And you can learn more information about what's going on with the Trees for Soldier program at operationservice.net, and follow them on Facebook at Operation Service on Facebook. All right, and thank you for watching too. So we will take a short break, and then we'll be talking about the Winter Bazaar that's happening at the Fitchburg City Hall by the Fitchburg Cultural Council on December 11th.
Parents built a house in North Leominster, but my father always worked at Fitchburg.
The co-chair of the Fitchburg Cultural Council. And we have Iphigenia. You are the organizer of the bazaar, right?
One of the organizers.
They put me in there.
One of the organizers, but we'll call you the
appreciate
organizer today. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
All right. So what started the Winter Bazaar? How come we are doing this?
As far as I know, okay, so Joan David, the assistant to the mayor, was talking about, our new city hall and how it looks so beautiful, and wouldn't it be great if we had a holiday market in December? And we the cultural council took that on.
Yes, we could do that.
Yeah, and we're so excited that we have artists on board to help us organize it. Iffy here, and also Shara Osgood is helping us.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited too. I mean, we have a beautiful city hall now, right?
Might as well use it.
It's gorgeous. Now we're going to show it off.
Yeah. We're trying to use as much space as possible with the city hall to
the
fill it with
3
vendors.
floors?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
It's beautiful settings, and beautiful, very modern. The atmosphere is beautifully done, and we're gonna do it beautifully.
And and it's right before Christmas, so we'll be able to shop and get all our Christmas gifts.
That's right. Yes. That's
Can
right.
we? Did we put the thing on the big screen so that everyone could see? Can you see that? The flyer. Yes, that one. Can we put that up on the big screen? All right. So you can see it's December 11th. And it's from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And it's right at 718 Main Street at Fitchburg City Hall, which will be open for the event.
Exactly, yep.
Yeah, and we'll have our local vendors, other kinds of vendors. What else? What are we expecting?
Okay, we have all kinds of craftsmen and artists, local, that, like all kinds of, beautiful things that they're done, uniquely done. So people can come and get something very unique for gifts.
One of a kind.
One of a kind, and obviously a lot of art and, there's some leather work too, and who knows what we're gonna have. I'm excited to see what we're gonna see.
Yeah. One of our requirements was that they are actually artists or artisans, crafters. They themselves have created these products. It's not people selling other people's things. So you'll get to meet all these different artists and crafters at the event.
So this truly supports the local artist community, which is what our Fitchburg Cultural Council is great at.
That's what we try to do.
And we really appreciate the work you do. Yeah, so we're going to have multiple floors worth of vendors and all handmade, handcrafted. Where can we find more about what's going on leading up to the event?
Find us on Facebook. You can either find us, the Cultural Council Facebook, or you can find the specific Facebook event, which is called FCC Winter Bazaar at City Hall.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there's also the sculpture that we want to do. The admission for a 3D piece that everybody has an opportunity. If you can be a vendor participating, because we're already booked now, you can actually participate as bringing a 3D piece, which is up to 3 feet tall and wide. So to beautify the space as well during the event.
So the winter sculpture submission is for bringing it to the bazaar?
Yes. So it'll be on display, and also you can customers can purchase art pieces.
Yes, they can actually have
so
that.
you can be selling them too. So we have a link for the sculpture, the Winter Sculpture Bazaar. There we go. So you can go to tinyurl.com/winter sculpture submission, and it'll take you right to the link where you can sign up to submit to bring your sculpture. What kind of sculptures are we expecting?
Holiday.
Do we have bare bones sculptures?
We're convincing him. We're hoping that he can. But yeah, we're looking for sculptors and art pieces that I guess the theme is like winter sculpture. So however way that you want to
you can
interpret
do all
that.
kinds of, think of decorations, because people want to go there and buy a piece to put in the center or somewhere to decorate their house or working place for the holidays. So that would be a perfect, a perfect thing to, go get for, right?
It's if you are a sculptor but you don't have time to be at the event, if you submit your sculpture, you can still sell your artwork and have someone else sell it for you, and you get the proceeds.
So so it's fairly open to interpretation. A winter sculpture.
Anything, yes.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be winter, but
well, just somehow you have to interpret it as winter.
Yeah, and a nice art piece. That's 3D and is 3 foot tall.
Right. Well, it can be smaller, from 1 to 3.
Yeah.
You don't have to really make it up to,
So 3 foot by 3 foot is the maximum.
Yes.
Okay, so that's not that big.
That's
not
you
that,
have
that's
a lot of
reasonable.
options.
Yeah. You could do a wood sculpture too.
Ooh, wood sculpture. Ooh, now you're
I
speaking my language.
I know someone, has some skills behind that.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll just add it to the honey-do list.
Yeah.
Honey, gonna need a sculpture in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so busy. Oh.
Poor Nick. The deadline for the winter sculpture submissions is next week, Wednesday, 11/24. And it does ask for a photo of the sculpture. I suppose if you're just hearing this now, maybe you can send us a sketch.
You gotta whoop it.
I don't know.
A photo of the sketch.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we can go shop for Christmas gifts, and we can shop for art sculptures.
Oh yeah, and it's going to be an excellent day because there's also another craft fair that's happening in downtown.
Oh, that's right.
By Nowoko Pride. They're having it at Christ Church. And so you can kind of make a day of it.
Yeah.
I believe they're open from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Is that? I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I
what I
don't
believe.
remember. I did share.
Yeah, it was.
I
10
did
to
share
1
the
something.
flyer, but I don't remember the date.
Yeah.
Now you're saying it. But
that's a
you
lot of
but you
crafters
can
and
walk
artists.
right from Fitchburg City Hall right to Christ Church. It's right literally down the block.
Right.
So you can go make a
Like a
day of
little-
it.
Yeah.
That's right. Good idea.
It'll be fabulous.
And it's this is on a Saturday, right?
Yes.
Yes.
December 11th, Saturday, December 11th. So the Fitchburg Cultural Council Winter Bazaar from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then there's the Christ Church, Nowoko Pride Church Fair, or I don't know if it's a church fair, it's a craft fair.
Craft fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Then you could get some
Christmas
espresso
shopping.
pizza on the way.
There you go.
You could walk down the street to River Styx Brewing. Oh, there's so many things to do.
Go do an escape room afterwards. No big
You
deal.
can go to the escape room. And there's the new holiday. Is it the holiday version that you're escaping from of the video store?
Holiday staff party at the 90s video store.
The holiday staff
Yeah,
party.
that just opened not last weekend, the weekend before, I believe. I can't keep track of dates. I don't even know. But yes.
And is this what size group is the holiday staff party geared toward?
There's no minimum, but probably the best team sizes would be between 4 to 10 players.
Ooh, you can
But
do up to 10?
You can do up to 15.
15?
But it's pretty crazy if there's 15 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We got a whole day planned now.
Yeah.
That's right. Which is Fitchburg is getting on now.
Yeah. There's so much to do in Fitchburg. There's so many things that are going on.
There really is so much to
I
do
know.
in
We're
Fitchburg
starting to
that,
get going.
I run out of time available to do all the things.
Aw.
I'm like, not today.
Yeah.
Pop your head in for 5 minutes in one place, another place, 5
Well,
minutes.
I can't do that though, Audrey.
I know.
I'm there all day.
Yep.
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 It's hard to leave.
But you love doing it.
So, Iffy, are you setting up a table with your art?
Yes, I will have some art display, but this time I won't bring any big paintings or anything. I actually trying to do more handy things for sale. Lately I'm doing this crocheting. I'm starting to do a lot of scarves. I used to sell a lot of scarves before in my booth, but they're not just scarves, they're artsy scarves.
Yeah, they're one of a kind.
They have like a unique touch to it, each one of them. So yeah, and I'm thinking also to do little things like, practical things with sayings on. I think those are,
Great gift ideas.
Yeah, gift ideas. Because, who's going to go out there and buy big paintings for $300, $400? It's not going to be.
Probably not for a Christmas gift.
That's right, exactly. Yeah. So that's why I'm putting something else together this time.
Yeah, and when I'm shopping for Christmas gifts, I don't know what I'm buying.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I have no idea what I'm getting anyone. Yeah. Well, so I need inspiration.
Right. But I also have some jewelry that, I did this copper jewelry series that Sitco used to have a lot of my stuff there. And I gathered some more now, so I'm doing some more. So I'll have that available too, yes. It's beautiful. And it's good for your skin too. It's good for your...
Oh, yeah, they make those
yes,
copper bracelets.
Copper's good
that
for
they
you,
sell.
yeah.
Really?
It's healthy to have it, yeah.
That sounds good.
Yes.
All right, so Saturday, December 11th, the Fitchburg Cultural Council Winter Bazaar at Fitchburg City Hall, 718 Main Street in Fitchburg. And there's all sorts of other things that you can do. But if you want to do the escape room, then you should sign up in advance, right?
Yes,
That's not just a walk-in.
No.
You can go to CuriousEscapeRooms.com
.com. Yep.
to sign up in advance for that.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, that sounds great.
I didn't mean to.
Oh my gosh, what's happening, man?
I can't help but talk about it. It's so much fun.
Thanks, Sam.
Okay, so is there anything else that we forgot to mention about the Winter Bazaar? Did we cover everything?
I think so.
I think so.
Think so?
Yeah. Come and shop.
Come and shop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great. Well, thank you guys for coming on.
Thanks for having
and
us.
thanks for organizing this.
Yes.
What a great opportunity.
I'm hardly doing anything. It's really Tamar and Liz Murphy that are really spearheading it.
Yes.
I'm just supporting.
Yeah, and Tamara
You're just the
pulled
pretty
me on it.
face.
I'm the pretty face. Honestly, I get the
That's
emails.
not true. She was